Today I want to welcome you all and I want to talk about violence against children. It is a big no-no.
From days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe, there stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture, loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the wolves, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the comic Relief Crusader.
That there's some good black coffee. Hello, everybody. How's it going? We made it to the end of the week, which means it is a Frantic Friday, and it's episode 77 on a Frantic Friday, and you've entered the geekosphere of awesomeness. And, well, you know, time to relax. We're going to have some fun, because that's what this channel is about. And that being said, I want to say hi to everybody out there. Like Bill Berkeley, who asks, hey, Mike, have you seen Warfare yet? Now that it's out. You know what? I have not, but I've heard some okay things about it. So you know what? I think I'm going to have to check that out. There's a couple of things that are now on my Netflix I'm going to have to check out. So I'm going to have to check that out. And we got Snorter Purpose Cuber. How humans and other critters. Hello to you, Snortaboob Cuber. How's it going, dude? And we have the Wrench of Wrenches on this channel, aside from the other wrenches, who also do a good job. So, you know, hey, I can't prop up one over the other, but it's Vince Womack, who also says that, you know, the freelance graphic designer that can help you on a budget, which is me. So if you want to head over and check out some of the stuff that I got on there, freelancegraphics.com. That's freelance graphics with a K at the end for all your handy dandy graphic designer needs. Thank you, Vince Womack. Really appreciate you for doing that. And who else do we got? We got Wendy, the trauma warrior, sits down at my desk, eats an apple with peanut butter. Hello, CRC and chat. Hello to you, Wendy, trauma warrior. Nice to see you. Great that you can make it here today with us. And who else do we got here joining up here? We got Pop Culture Republic, who happens to be here, and the Techno Sapien Geek, who says, room, hi all, how's it going? Nice to see you, dude, and great that you can be here. And, yeah, so, Comic, I bet you're eager to see G20 now that it's out. Oh, my God. What line is that now? I don't know. I'm only a G1 dude. So I can't keep up with it all. My God. I'm so old that I just stick to one. That being the case, you know what? Apparently I just learned yesterday, thanks to an anime, and I actually looked this up, and it's actually true, that people can only memorize up to 150 names in their entire lifetime. And everything else is just basically noise. So, but speaking of noise, let's welcome everybody onto the panel, shall we?
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
So, sassy Techno Sapien Geek Tom, how's it going?
It's going. I'm confused here. I got a little bit of a a combination of my laptop and my desktop, so I'm working multiple programs and computers right now.
Ah,
Trying something new.
computers?
Yeah.
You're so techno savvy.
Hence the techno sapien.
There you go. And Joe Atmosphere, what up, dude? Nice to see you, man. Great that you can make it here. You know what, Joe, I was actually going to try to make it to your show, but I ended up on a phone call that lasted like about an hour and a half. It was like nuts, dude. So yeah, I definitely want to join your show at some time, dude. So, and let's see, putting the maximum effort into everything he does, we got Pop Culture Republic. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going well.
Hey.
Another great day. Sun is out, sky is bright and shiny.
Exactly.
Come out tomorrow.
Another day.
I think I know the anime you were referencing as well. It's like, hey, I know that reference.
Yeah. Do you?
Let's see.
I've been
Dr. Stone, was it?
Yes. I've been binge watching it like crazy.
Yeah. That was a surprising anime. I was not expecting to get drawn into an anime like that. So
I know
that's kind of odd.
It is kind of odd, because like I thought, it was on my list, and it's like, oh, I just noticed one day because I thought it was like recently added onto Netflix, and I thought, wait a minute, that says 3 seasons now, and I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll just check it out. And
yeah, I've already finished it, and I'm waiting on the next season.
I know, right? So
then I started Free Ren.
Oh yeah,
started that and binged that all the way through. Like, that was nice.
Oh man, I feel like I'm watching too much TV. It's like I can't stop watching all this stuff. I know there's so much good stuff, and geez, you know what? Then again, I kind of chalk it up to it's a good release from all the other stresses that are going on right now, and what happened to Tom? And
he might have dropped out.
No, he probably did drop out.
Maybe back.
I
mean, what else is there out there at the moment? There's Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who. Yeah,
I know. It's not much. It's like a barren wasteland. So, and yeah, speaking of animation, Gremlins, The Wild Batch is out. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier there, Bill. I'm going to have to check that out and see if that's any good. So, and Lord Thoft is here. How's it going, Lord Thoft? Nice to make it, dude. And as Tom is rechecking his mic and cam and all that kind of stuff, we'll get to the fun part of the show, which is...
Tonight, we dive into the diseased human mind. Join me. The gray matter is warm.
Well, it's stupid news time, and all the news that's stupid and new and improved and everything that's going
making
on.
You robot.
And making me robot at the same time. So what do we got in stupid news today? Well, we got this. It's a slightly older article, but it's been going around, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And let's see. It is this by Jack
What is
Murphy.
it? It's an alien.
Here. Yeah, right. Apparently, progressive. This is from Belgium. Progressive Belgian poet who looks just as nuts as what's her face that wrote Handmaid's Tale. People must accept that pedophilia resides in each of us. Every human being is sometimes attracted to innocence and youthfulness. Yeah, and she goes, I think it's very dangerous to demonize and silence pedophilias. Like, to
modern society.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with being attracted to innocence and youthfulness in the sense of they're young, they're vibrant, they remind you of better days gone by, and you wish you could be a kid again. Not inherent pedo crap. So, no.
Find a
No.
nice deserted tropical island someplace in shark-infested waters, and take
Yes.
all these people, round them up, and drop them off
Yep.
on that island,
And then nuke them?
or just leave them be.
Oh, well, or that, yeah.
Yeah,
Let
just
nature sort it
send
out.
send some therapists there to help them work through their issues, because these I don't know. Bring
Mental
back
health.
either that, or mental health, or either
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
or bring back insane asylums. One of the two.
Yes. I'm a hardcore believer that maybe frontal lobotomies should still be a thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Why does it look like one of those
Call me
aliens from one of
old-fashioned.
those
I don't know.
movies?
I'm trying
let's see.
to I'm trying to think of what movie I've seen
Well-
that alien from.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on
Yeah,
it.
you know what? And you know what? And I think I can put the proverbial finger on that, because seeing how this article came out in August of 2021, life must be especially hard for her, seeing how she's out of work and she hasn't worked since the Krull. Yeah, yeah. Life must be really hard when you played Krull.
that narrows it down.
The Cyclops on Krull. That narrows it down right there. So there you go. Yeah, that's exactly what she looks like. So, I mean, you look at that face, you look at this face, and then you look at that face again. It's like it's the same person. So,
That poor person.
I know. So, everybody's going through a work shortage of some sort. So,
Woof.
oh my God. Yeah.
I don't know.
Totally wolf. I know, right? Let's see. And there was another piece of interesting news that was sent to me on X. And this is why I like a lot of people coming forward and saying, "Hey, I got an interesting news article for you," and I want to credit this one to what was her name? The Trump banner girl that came out with this, and this apparently a case study. I'm not exactly sure what magazine it was from, but bathing buddies. Apparently, an antifungal slurries could be key to protecting amphibians from an insidious threat. I'm trying to remember where the funny part was. So, was it this? Trying to think. Something about frogs being in trouble. About giving them antifungal baths. No, maybe this wasn't it. Oh no, this one was. CBC Radio. It's about bloody time we talked about periods and climate. Now, I don't know about you,
Okay.
but where?
Okay. You lost me. You lost me when you said CBC. It's like, oh, fake
Well,
news.
Yeah, exactly. How how do you make a connection between women's periods and climate change? I do not understand this. I do not understand.
I give up.
Somebody please help me make sense of this. So, Vince Womack, they're putting chemicals in the water and turning the freaking frogs gay. Exactly. Oh my God.
You know the sad part about this, and you can attest to this because being a fellow Canadian,
Yes.
CBC was a great network at one time. CBC was amazing.
Oh, it used to be.
Yeah. They have
Yeah.
some of the best radio. Brave New Waves is one of the greatest radio shows ever. It used to be on CBC too. Now, since it's been owned by certain governments, it's just become garbage.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
There he goes, Snort. We need a Canadian to explain this. My God. I don't know if I can. That's the thing. Bill, Mike, just don't ask a woman when she's on her period. No, you don't need to ask because there are signs.
Wait. I got it. when they're on the
Okay.
period, they're a little bit angrier and they're breathing heavier. They're taking more carbon dioxide in or out, and that's killing the climate and stuff.
Oh, right. That makes yes. There we go. There we go. Yeah,
I've deciphered it.
because blood oxygenates the blood, and if a woman is on their period, and it's kind of like a zombie that never dies. They constantly bleed, and and they're still functioning for some reason, and they just don't die. And therefore, with that blood loss and oxygen loss, I guess they have to intake a lot of oxygen and breathe out lots of carbon dioxide, thereby warming the planet, and causing cows to fart, and sending lots of money to Nigeria to tell people over there to not poop on beaches. So,
Actually,
Sure.
as a
yes.
Canadian, I'm going to explain this as a Canadian. Why this is being said on CBC? Who owns the CBC? Maybe a Liberal government of sorts.
No.
What did they recently take out, but they want to bring back in again? The carbon tax. Let's make something else up about the bad climate and everything, so we can then re-implement the carbon tax down the road. Because this is pretty recent. So yeah, they can take that and shove it up their butt because, first of all, carbon dioxide is good for the world because the trees intake it and then outtake the oxygen. And and Canada has a lot of them, so it's actually we're one of the healthiest in the world. So our carbon tax is fake. Yeah, but yeah.
Oh,
What's
that? You lost me at trees doing something. I didn't follow all that. What? What is this crazy talk? What is this crazy talk? Get out of town.
You ultra right wing Yahtzee. My God. And hey, Emma, nice to see you here today. You made it in time. So we're talking about a women's special time during that time of the month. And speaking of special times, Wendy likes to chime in and says, I do not using sanitary napkins doesn't help society. No, it does not. So, and now do this racist sun eclipse. Oh yeah, that's right. Because remember, astronomy needs to be feminist now. So remember that article that we went through. That was fun. And Emma is debating all life's choices right now of coming onto this channel and chiming in. So that's okay. More fun as we go along. It says, the only carbon I want to get rid of. There you go. So there we go.
Actually, the only carbon we want to get rid of now is what's his name again? Carney carbon.
Carney?
I want Carney.
Yeah.
We need rid of that.
Carney.
He's not even voted in. He's just in because of emergencies.
Oh yeah. So there you go. All the stupid news out there that's going on, and you're doing good, Emma. There you go. So I'm glad we haven't traumatized you that much yet. Yeah. So
not yet.
No,
Trauma
not yet.
incoming.
We're working on it. So because every day more stupid stuff comes out. Yeah. So a lot of stuff is going on. And it's, I know, a little bit of a slow news week, but yeah, whatever. It is what it is, and that's okay. So let's see, seeing how it's Friday, and we get to share stories here. Let's see, do we either talk about Doctor Who or Fantastic Four?
Oh, I've heard bad on both. So what I recently read about on Fantastic Four, I was like, nope. I've officially locked out.
It's like two levels of bad. Should we start with the lesser bad and save the more egregious news for last? I'm thinking
Let's
Doctor
just go with
Who
Fantastic Four. I don't know about
Fantastic
anybody
Four,
else.
yeah.
Let's just go with Fantastic Four.
Yeah. So do we go from, not so bad to even worse? Or do we get the worse and just go downhill to the slightly bad. That's a good choice. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. We'll just go with Merry Old England. So
There we go.
yeah, we'll go with
Get
that.
it. Yeah, rip the Band-Aid off, get it out of the way.
Exactly, because both are equally as funny and deserve to be mocked. So yeah, I'm scared now. There we go. Well, okay, so this from Cosmic Book News. Doctor Who canceled? No, say it isn't so. Disney deal reportedly
You mean it's still
dead.
on the air?
I know, right?
Wow.
A second season dares come out? So apparently the Disney deal is reportedly dead as Davey hints at hiatus. Oh, no, my friends. I don't think it's a hiatus. I think it's just going to go away because it's so egregiously bad at this point. I think it's just gonna be canceled at this point. I mean, come on. What? How?
It's misery.
Even Disney couldn't prop it up.
Right.
It needs an old yeller. That's it. The old yeller.
or where the red fern grows.
Yeah.
You know. Oh my God. This dog ain't gonna hunt no more. Well, might as well take it to pasture. So just put it out of its misery. Oh, and that reminds me, while we're going to be having fun with this article, there is a thing that I do. So, oi, you watching the stream right now? I'm reading articles like a pro, but guess what? Your papers and ears deserve more than just a silent scroll. That's right. No one else is getting that kind of level of fame. So, if you just donate maybe a mere $5 kind of super chat, you want it, and I get to use the voice that you kind of want to hear right now. So that being said, to make it more fun, so for every $5 super chat that somebody puts into the chat, I have to do that particular voice for 5 minutes, thereby torturing me like what has been done in the past. So, Snorter Poopus, they can't get views to watch their version of Doctor Who, and they refuse to give the viewers what they want. So, canceled? Yeah.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Birdie.
I think so. Yeah, I know. I love that song. It needs a scene where Capaldi wakes from a horrible nightmare. You know what? Yes. That would be the only way to save it. And that's what I also had in mind too, Vince.
Yeah, about midway through his season, because that's when it started going off the rails.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could do it if somebody in their right mind were to save Doctor Who right now. All you have to do to make all of this disappear from quote unquote canon, right? Is when regeneration happens, you show Capaldi immediately regenerating into the next Doctor, and then you have whoever the new Doctor would be. It's like, oh, I just had a horrible nightmare, and That's it. Boom, gone. That's all you have to do.
Honestly, my 2 cents in this, give it 5 years away. Needs to go away for 5 years.
Yeah.
You need to forget this. Go away for 5 years. That's like I could say the same for Star Wars and Marvel too. Just go away for 5 years. Hopefully everybody forgets it, then rebirth it with something fresh.
Exactly.
Still too fresh in our minds. So
exactly. Wendy Trumbull, canceled is still better than another season of that crap. Yeah, 100% agree with you on that. So, and I went off the rails with Shuti Gatwa. I don't know. That last one, oof. She was a nightmare. God almighty. I just hated that.
Oh, Jodie Whittaker.
Jodie Whittaker, yeah. So, because little scenes here and there are coming out with the new show, and boy, it's oh my God, it just looks so bad. So, Russell T Davies doubled down on the wokeness with his arrogance and the Disney money and has burned Doctor Who to the ground. Well, we kind of knew that. Now, with rumors swirling that Disney is pulling the plug on season 3 and that a possible hiatus is looming, cancellation seems more likely than ever. Yes, because if you don't have big bucks coming through anymore, you can't fund your show. And, hey, when Doctor number 9 and 10 were out, CBC up here in Canada was funding it for a little bit, just to kind of get the show off the ground and whatnot. We were actually sending Canadian money over there, to kind of kickstart this new era of Doctor Who. And well, it's so bad that Disney is like, yeah, I think you've gone off the rails here now. So for that,
just a tad.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Yeah. So, but reports claim Shuti Gatwa once out. Yes, because we covered that because he thinks that now he's a big name, allegedly in Hollywood, for some odd reason, just because he appeared in the Barbie movie. He can just do 2 seasons and everybody will greet him with open arms. I don't think that's the case, but he wants out, and with rumors also suggesting Disney is demanding a new Time Lord and the removal of Russell T. Davies as showrunner if there is to be a season 3. So it's known, yeah. Disney wants him out, which is saying a lot considering how they dared put Snow White out. Like,
the mind, it boggles.
I know. I don't understand this. Like,
maybe they're becoming self-aware and saying, maybe we should do a course correction on the crap that we're putting out. Maybe.
But that could be a long shot. I could be wrong. But if they don't, oh man, like,
Oh! By the way, just totally breaking news. As I've been doing every week, Snow White is still at 1.6. Just to let everybody know.
Is it really?
Oh, it's come up from 1.5 then, or 1.4.
Yeah.
Wow,
330,000. So it's come on, people, get it lower. Let's go. Anyway,
so I had a dead cat bounce there.
Yeah,
so to speak.
I guess so, Oh my God. So Snort says, oh my God, dead cat bounce. Oh my God. Oh, it went up to 1.6. Damn it. Damn that cat. Providing endless hours of entertainment now. Jeez. That Snort says, I noticed the TARDIS tried to throw up when Jodie showed up. Oh yeah, that's right. Technically, I guess it kind of did. Apparently the TARDIS recognized indigestible garbage when it saw it. That's true, because I guess the TARDIS is somewhat sentient in a way.
Yeah.
And it was, oh, you know what? That makes sense then. Because the Doctors always referred to the TARDIS as, the old girl.
Yeah,
basically.
they've established it's sentient and its gender. So yeah. I don't know what that means.
I know exactly what it means. You had a cat fight going on.
Ah.
Yeah. So the TARDIS was like, basically, there's only room for one bitch in this show, and it's gonna be me. And that's why we've solved the mystery, people. And that's why Doctor Who is really taking hard. Because
TARDIS going, you're not David Tennant, you're not even Matt Smith. Get out of here.
Exactly. And now that we got Shuti Gatwa, who is another gay Doctor Who, the TARDIS definitely 100% unequivocally does not want another bitch at the helm. So we've solved the problem. Oh my God.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Tom Baker's in his 90s, but he's still alive. Just bring him back. I don't care. He would do better than what's going on there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, at this point, I even take Matt Smith.
Yeah, I would too. I would totally 100% take Matt Smith back.
He's older. He's more mature now. He could play a more seasoned doctor.
Yep. I'm okay with that. So, Bill, maybe Mike could have done this article in the voice of Doc Brown. Well, you know what you have to do in order to make that happen.
You can put the request in.
That's right. For only $5, he will, or his interpretation of Doc Brown. That is true. So, you know what? I could probably do that. Snow White continued to claw its way to the bottom. That's right. So, if you can't go up and you have no ladder, the only way to go is down. Because eventually, you'll hit the center of the earth, go through it, and end up on the other side. So
that's all Richard Sigler's going to be able to do is go down. Oh, wait. What?
That's right. Right now, it's past the core of the earth. And Vince, Satan is doing overtime, propping that turn up. Yeah, that's true. Right. Exactly. Watch The Doctor's Wife.
Yep.
Fully sentient TARDIS. Exactly. And on a sentient planet, the TARDIS became a woman during the Matt Smith era. That's exactly it. Right. So it makes complete sense. Mm-hmm. So, it's known for the viewership in the worst way in the show's entire 60-year run, and rumors have also offered Doctor Who could go on hiatus for 5 to 10 years. And you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And there's a good reason why. Because with I'm going to say the last of, I don't want to say the original Doctors because they were kind of all original anyway, but and by the end of the 80s with what's his name, the other one after the second Baker, I'm trying to remember his name now, and for some odd reason I'm getting a brain fart, but you know who I mean.
Colin Baker.
After Colin Baker there was
oh goodness.
Dang it. Yeah, I know, right? It's you know who it is, but I'm drawing a blank on the name. Because he was also in The Hobbit too, as well. So, but you know who I mean. No, not Peter Davison, Bill. And hello, Penny. Nice to see you. CRC headed home from grocery shopping. Awesome. Be safe on your way home. Damn it. You know who I mean, anyway. But
yeah,
there was yes. Thank you, Bill. Sylvester McCoy.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. Thanks, Vince. Yeah, Sylvester McCoy. There was that time period. There was no Who in the 90s and in the 2000s. So you had roughly a little over. Well, you had about a 20-year gap right there.
Yeah, I was about to say like 20-year gap.
Yeah,
and then that Fox Doctor Who TV movie where they kind of made him half human.
Yeah. Which was
like, oh, he's half human now. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Didn't see that coming.
No. So, and God, you know what? I'll watch the Fox one over stuff any day now. That is palatable by these standards now. But Paul McGann. Yeah. I didn't mind him actually as a doctor. I really didn't. Even though it was kind of weird that Fox did it, but you know what? I didn't mind him whatsoever. But yeah, you not counting the Fox one, you had basically like roughly a 20-year gap, sort of, kind of. Because when did it come back out again? 2005. So you had basically like about 15, 20 years, somewhere around there, so 10 years away, a hiatus for 5 to 10 years, that's not so bad, really. I mean,
and let's be honest, in these circumstances, it's needed.
Oh God, yeah, 100%.
We need to clean our brains of this garbage. Like
exactly, because here's the thing: if you let the soil rest for a time, or if you let the sea rest for a time instead of overfishing it or over harvesting or stuff like that, to kind of use a fishing or farming analogy, if you let it rest for a bit and then go back to it, nice,
in abundance,
fresh, exactly, then you'll have something there, right? And maybe then some of these idiots will be long gone and everybody will, I don't want to say forget, but glad that those dark times are over. Let's put it that way. So, and yeah, I know Eccleston has decided never to come back apart from a Big Finish audiobooks is built. Yeah, that's true. Because he is he doesn't like Davies. He does not like Davies whatsoever. So and Vince says, yeah, have you seen the special where Paul McGann turned into the War Doctor? Yes, I did. Actually, that wasn't too shabby whatsoever. And it was nice to see him back. So I just wish that there would have been more, adventures with him. I would have liked to have seen that, maybe explore that kind of era with him. I know he's older and stuff like that now, but whatever you can do, right? So anyway, while speaking with the BBC's news round, Davies hints that the big hiatus is coming, which would mean Disney would be out of the Doctor Who business. And Davies says, I kind of know that the Doctor's reached the status of like Robin Hood. Yeah, well, yeah, okay, fine. Sometimes I think there might be a pause, and during that pause, the viewers of Newsround, now I will grow up a few years and start writing stories, and they'll bring it back. So I have absolute faith that I will survive because I am living proof of it. And that's what happens to good ideas. No good idea ever dies. Well, Shooty also added, I don't know. Do you? I don't know anything. Well, Davies hasn't had any good ideas, as has become quite evident. And Shruti Gatwa, he doesn't want to go beyond season 2 because he thinks he's going to be this big Hollywood star. So you both suck. Nobody wants to take your ideas, Davies. That's why you're losing Disney money. And Shruti Gatwa, we tried to, I don't want to say tolerate a black doctor. It's got nothing to do with race, but you went ahead and both of you made him gay. So no. Just no. You have no good ideas.
And let me say something. It's not even to me, it wasn't even the fact he was gay. It's the fact it was this bloody character that about being gay. It was
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, right?
In your face. Like, come on.
Exactly. Right? This is what I can't stand. This is what I hate about, and I never thought like you, Tom, we've been watching Doctor Who since the 80s, right? Yeah. When it was like on MPBN on public TV from Maine, and every Saturday night Doctor Who would come on, and PBS.
Yep.
And we would just watch it meticulously.
Late nights,
Saturday night on PBS. And never missed an episode. And you know what? And this goes as far as my nerddom, because back in the day, VCRs were like super expensive or, stuff like that. And what I would do, I would actually audio tape those episodes on audio tape. And when I went out early in the morning delivering newspapers, I would play Doctor Who as I had a little boombox jammed in my newspaper bag while I'm on my bike listening to Doctor Who again, right?
Nerd.
I know.
Nerd.
I know.
There you go. The Doctor Who theme going loud as you're pedaling your bicycle down the road.
Yes, I did too. And I didn't care how early in the morning it was because I got up early in the morning, and I didn't care, whoever people were still sleeping in their houses. I would have
sharing
that
it with the neighborhood.
Exactly.
Your nerdum.
Exactly. That's what kind of nerd I was back at the time. Oh yeah. That's the kind of geek that I was. But we enjoyed it, and I would never think that in all these years of loving comics and franchises like this, like Doctor Who or Star Wars, and even a bit of Trek and stuff like that, that I would ever be saying that I don't like Doctor Who anymore. And that's, I don't want to say it's a sad thing, but it's like, I don't know. When you reach a certain age, it's like, you know what? I'm tired of this bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put it out there like that.
I mean, given where Doctor Who started as a children's show, then morphed into something that tried to resemble hard sci-fi or science fiction type of show, have it take the turn it's taken over the past 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah,
it's night and day difference.
It is.
Past generations, we never even considered the sexuality of the Doctor, or is like, who is he? It never came up because nobody cared. It was just this crazy alien in this weird looking spaceship that was bigger on the inside than the outside, going on these wild adventures. And now it's like, oh, look at me, I'm this orientation, can you relate to me? Right.
It's sort of poopous. Yeah, maybe the next Doctor should be Canadian and pop his head out of the TARDIS and say, that last stuff was crap. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, the weird thing is, it was a Canadian that made Doctor Who. It was a Canadian that actually made Doctor Who. So yeah, maybe a Canadian should be the next Doctor. There you go. Bill says, yeah, by the way, Tennant is still around at the end of that three-part 60th anniversary. Yeah, I know, right? And David Bradley did an amazing heart. No, that's true. He did. Vince Womack, here's a suggestion. If the makers wanted a woman Doctor, why didn't they bring back the Ronnie or even the Doctor's daughter, the female?
They could have,
or even Susan, the Doctor's granddaughter.
Yep,
they could have done that too. Adventures with Susan. The Doctor's granddaughter in time and space and stuff like that. I don't know, something. But no, that'd be too hard. So, Snort says, yeah, the problem was that when Comic delivered the newspapers late, they tell them the paper will be delivered yesterday. That's right. So, and the Doctor should never show any sort of sexual desires. Exactly.
No.
Precisely it. We didn't care as kids, we knew we had a granddaughter, obviously, from seeing the early Hartnell episodes later on, so, we knew, okay, at one point in time, he was a family man and he had kids or a kid, and that kid got married and they had a granddaughter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
goes
okay.
Back to older lore of the character back on Gallifrey. Like, what was he doing before he decided to become a rogue Time Lord and buck the system?
So you knew he was a dad, and did you care?
Yeah.
No, you didn't care. It's like, okay, well, that's an interesting tidbit of information, and then you just went on, and these companions that they had, you never remotely thought, is he, ever gonna romance I don't know, like Joe or Sarah Jane or Leela or I mean, I would have romanced Perry, because she was a hot dish.
But we're not back then when we're watching it. How often would you think Tom Baker's stooping somebody? We don't care. It's not
none.
We didn't care. They were just friends. They were companions that became friends. And that's all that was. And it's just a simple formula. And that's all you need. None of this, hot and horny, heavy breathing friggin' doctor of, going to a ball and, it's just stupid. And hey, Jason, how's it going, man?
Oh,
hey.
Hello. Hey.
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 It's hey.
But yeah, it's just, we never thought of it then growing up. Tom Baker, we didn't think of him as a sexual being. We didn't care what he was. We just wanted to see him have these adventures in the TARDIS going around, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, that was it. And Doctor Who in the original Romana snugging. Oh, she was a dish, man. Whew. That yeah, she was nice looking. I'm not gonna lie.
And Bill was reading my mind on that one comment there. It's like you cancel Doctor Who, you give it a 5-year break or so, bring back Rowan.
Yeah.
He could play a serious dramatic doctor.
Oh, he could.
Yeah.
He's a very underrated actor. I've seen him in so many things.
He is. He's in a serious role. He could nail it.
Yeah, he could.
100%.
But we didn't care. We didn't care. It was just adventures through time and space, and that was it.
Wait.
And no gay shit like this.
And you can have one scene where he happens to go so fast in the time he goes way too far in the future because, Rowan Atkinson, he speeds. So you can show that.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Yeah. So exactly it. So, but no, I thought
that's everybody's favorite. Look at him.
Oh, yeah.
That's everybody's favorite. Look at me.
It's just so fabulous. But no, I don't want this, and I'm sorry to say it this way, but I don't want this gay shit in Doctor Who. And I'm sorry to be so blunt about it.
No, we don't want straight. I don't want any sexuality in the show. I just want science fiction and good storytelling.
Just want a good story that we can enjoy, But it's too much to ask for.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, if they, by the sounds of it, like I said, Jason, if you to catch you up, they're talking about it's probably going to be canceled, and they're probably looking at a 5 to 10 year hiatus, and we're pretty much all in agreement that that's needed. You need to go.
It is needed. They have to.
And it's so bad that Disney wants, nah, no more.
We're done.
Yeah, screw this,
But I think they should do that with most things, like Marvel, DC, and other stuff. Let it be
Star
on
Wars,
hiatus
Marvel,
for Star Wars, everything. Just be on hiatus for a long time, and then come back and try to do something good.
Exactly. And John, hey John, how's it going? There was also talk of Tennant getting a spin-off series. Yeah,
there's also talk of Torchwood coming back, but that'll probably never happen. And that also had its problems as well. It's like they introduced a lot of the stuff we don't like in Torchwood. It's like, no, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see who's.
But at least it was better storytelling than what this is.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give it that much.
I mean, didn't we have this? Let's be honest. We had that one episode. The only one I watched, the Snot Monster, the baby's boogers. What the hell?
I didn't even watch that. I listened to other people talk about
with
that.
Space babies.
Yeah, space babies.
Space babies, yeah.
With the space poop and the space.
Yeah.
What was that, Pop? You were saying?
Oh, I forgot. Now I was like, it's one piece of crap compounding another piece of crap, and my train of thought derailed.
Yeah, right.
You know what? It
just
crap.
crashed. It just went off the rails. It's like,
that's what it is, Pop. It's so much crap with a lot of snots all over it.
It's crap overload.
Yeah, that's what it was. Oh my god. But so anyway, the latest rumors. I gotta take that off. I'm sorry. Just shooting God, what just bugs me. So the latest rumors actually offer that Disney has stopped talking with the BBC and with Davies' production company, Bad Wolf. Oh my God. So it's claimed, because remember, this is like technically kind of hearsay kind of stuff. It's claimed that Disney wasn't happy at all with season 1. Oh, well, imagine my shock. Again, space babies. But that the BBC and Davies promised Disney things would improve with last year's Christmas special, which again was pure and utter crap. However, much like season 1, the viewership was really poor. No.
Really?
That Christmas special was abysmal.
I can't remember the last Christmas special I saw. It might have been back during Tenet.
Yeah, right.
It's like there's no point to these because they're kind of stupid.
I think the last Christmas special I remember is probably one of the Matt ones with. It was like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or
you want a good Christmas special from the BBC? I'm pretty sure it was BBC. Watch Mrs. Brown's Boys. That's the best Christmas specials. But anyway, that's it.
Okay. So it's said that the BBC and Davies again told Disney things would improve with season 2, which is set to premiere on Saturday. Oh my God, on this Saturday? Oh, geez. So on Disney Plus. However, it doesn't look too promising. It's claimed that Disney will have another meeting with the BBC following season 2. But it said that the BBC is already convinced that the Doctor Who deal with Disney is over. Oh boy. Imagine my shock. So apparently, YouTuber Tachyon Paul's podcast adds that Davies' production company is owned by Sony. That's right, that's true. Who has a good relationship with Amazon, similar to what the YouTuber said about Disney. So the YouTuber says Amazon, who wants the entire Doctor Who library, oh my God, can you imagine, in order to pick up the show, which seems unlikely, and hence what Davies says about Doctor Who going into hiatus above. Holy crap. If Amazon got their hands on the entire Doctor Who freaking library,
would they do to it what they did to Wheel of Time and almost did to Conan? It's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no big streamer I would want in control. Not Netflix, not Amazon.
Yeah.
Well, who took over the Bond? Which one?
That's Amazon.
Yeah, it's Amazon.
And however, like they want to do good for Bond. They want to make him a white guy again and English, and like, okay, good. So
because Bezos fired what's her face that wanted to take over Bond and said, you know what? After all the crazy crap that you put us through, it's like, no, you're fired. You're out of here, right?
Yeah.
And they want to bring Bond. Yeah, and they want to bring They want to give Bond, the proper treatment that it deserves, right?
And they could very well do the same here because with the history, just almost as long as Bond. So actually, maybe as long as Bond. So it would only make sense that they would want to go back to what worked. This clearly didn't.
So I don't know if I would be absolutely mortified if that happened, or relieved. Yeah, I'm kind of mixed on that. And you know what, Bill? Yes, and I get that. Yeah, by the way, the curse of the fatal death with Atkinson, the Doctor regenerated into a woman, Jonah Lumley. Yeah, I remember that. And she was mentioning her thrombotic ampulators. Yeah, the Dalek bumps. So I know, and you know what? And it's a comedy bit, and I don't really count it because it's a comedy sketch, right? And it's just humor. So as funny as it would be to see Rowan Atkinson actually play the Doctor, I don't know why some people include it as canon, because it totally is not.
No, it's not. It was just a comedy special.
Yeah. And Bad Wolf, Bad Robot. I'm sensing a theme here, says Snorter Poopus, and it's bad. Yeah. Yeah. 100%. And John Peterson, Amazon is also responsible for Fallout and Cavill as the showrunner for the forthcoming Warhammer 40K series. That is true too, right? So, and
if you get the right people, with a lot of money behind them, it all comes down having the right people in place and then giving them the money they need to really carry the project.
That's right. So, if Amazon, if this does happen, if Jeff Bezos, I mean, let's face it, he's in it for the money, right?
Yeah.
And money talks and bullshit walks, plain and simple, right? So if he's wanting to make more money with this, and and is firing or cleaning house of certain producers that aren't producing results, maybe it's a possibility.
On one hand, it would be good. I mean, if he could wrest it from the control of the BBC, he could do something with it. But on the other hand, Doctor Who has always been a British property. It's like
exactly
you're taking one more thing away from British culture.
Yeah,
it's like the BBC coming out and saying no American will ever be cast as Doctor Who.
Right. Yeah, just like no American will be cast as James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, exactly.
I'd be happy if BBC kept control of it, maybe went into partnership with Amazon. And Amazon take a little bit more of creative control. Like one person owns it, one person steers the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Because the best thing Amazon could do is say, okay, we'll help you produce, and it's our money, but we want to say a majority of the say, right? And if we don't like certain, if we don't like
51% ownership,
exactly. And if we don't like something, well, we'll take our money and go somewhere else.
Yeah, that would be a good partnership if they could come to terms on that.
Yeah.
If this goes,
but that's just the if.
Rumor. Yeah, this is all.
Yeah, that's a big if. Exactly. So
this is like too much hopium. This is too much hopium for Doctor Who fans.
Well, yeah, right.
but that's what makes it a good talk too, right?
Yeah,
yes, the right people. That means Davies has to be out, says John. Yeah, you're 100% right. Exactly it. If Bezos is the results-oriented person, if you can't bring the money, you're out.
Yeah,
exactly it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's right. So, and and that deal is the same that worked out with Games Workshop and 40K. Yeah, Warhammer. That's right.
Yeah.
So, and Snort, as an American bear, I don't want to see an American Bond on or Doctor Who. No, exactly. Right.
That would be weird. That would be so
weird.
Yeah. You know what? Because I could not imagine a Bond with, no offense to America, but with an American accent or a Doctor Who with an American accent.
No, somewhere, y'all might remember this, but somewhere somebody put out that casting of what if Doctor Who was an American property and had all these actors, American actors portraying the Doctor, and like Gene Wilder was somebody's pick for the fourth Doctor. It's like I could see that.
Of course, I could see that too.
Gene Wilder.
It'd be weird.
It would be weird, but man,
it would be weird. I'm just going to say
he'd have that same energy as Tom Baker.
I'm just going to say this: how it would so not work. And I'm going to name one thing: Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
Because remember the Americanized version of Red Dwarf?
No, it doesn't exist. Shut it. It never happened. No. That's my all-time favorite show is Red Dwarf. I love it. And they are they're back to filming the season again, the newest one. But
talking about Ace Rimmer, are you?
I'm talking about all of them, because if you've seen that one episode as they tried to Americanize it, you can see how Americanizing a British franchise does not work.
Nope.
No, it totally does not work. It will not work. It will never work. And that's what makes stuff like this, James Bond and Doctor Who and a lot of other franchises, very uniquely British.
Yes, and have to stay to the source of where they're from.
Yeah.
John has a great comment in chat. He's saying there's lots of American actors that can do it, but they shouldn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it.
Well,
exactly.
Because I mean, can you imagine, a James Bond movie that comes out and is like, Yeah, my name's Bond. James
Yeah,
Bond.
brother.
Yeah, right? It's like, what the hell is that shit?
A Texan for James Bond.
A Texan
Giddy up,
for James
y'all.
Let's be honest.
Bond. James
Bond.
actually is an
James Bond.
That's
Yeehaw.
already been done for an American James Bond. His name is Ethan Hunt, so it doesn't need to be done. It's already done.
That's Bourne. Yeah,
exactly.
Also, the Bourne series.
Yeah, and you know what, John? Yeah, The Office begs the difference. You know what? That is true. That is something that actually did work out.
There are a couple things that can, of course, work out.
Yes.
But it's all about how you're gonna do it, how different it's gonna be. It depends on all these aspects, and of course, the Office American version. It's not the same characters per se.
No.
And they have had crossovers and stuff like that with the original. So it is the same thing. It was a show that I watched back in the day called Shameless. I've seen the British version and the American version. Fun fact, the original Shameless is where James McAvoy also became a little famous on. The guy who plays, in the Star Wars Jedi Survivor game and who played Joker in Gotham, he was in the American version of Shameless as one of the characters. And the American version did a lot better. Even the British actors who played in the original said, don't watch our show, like go watch the American stuff because they did better. But that's because they also made it really different and not trying to copy 100% what the British people were doing.
Exactly.
Because they did set it in America and they didn't try to take the culture from England, they took the American culture.
And that's right, John. It's about the execution.
Now, we're talking about Doctor Who. There is a David Tennant show that had both a British and an American version that David Tennant starred in both.
Yeah.
Broadchurch.
Yep.
Broadchurch and then Grace Point.
Yep.
And it was weird seeing him with an American accent.
Yeah.
Playing the same character.
Exactly right.
Yeah, that is weird. But of course it is.
I don't know if you guys ever watched a show called The IT Crowd. It's the IT Crowd. It's the IT Crowd. It's they tried an American version with the one same actor, Chris O'Dowd, and he's known in Hollywood, but it's still trash because they couldn't live up to the BBC version.
No,
it's just
you can't.
Not as good. Like,
I'd go back for a little bit of trivia real quick. Going back to the wonderful decade of the 80s, Max Headroom,
there you go.
British
there you go.
pilot, American TV show.
Yep. And that worked out pretty good for him.
Yeah.
I want to say, it's all about execution, but the other main thing is that some stories, some characters have to be the way they are, like James Bond, Doctor Who and stuff. Like some characters, you can't change that into American version. Just some stories and some characters you cannot. Stuff like Shameless, of course you can, because it wasn't a big show, it wasn't like super popular, and it was easier. It wasn't like world famous like Doctor Who and Bond. But when it is famous like Bond and stuff like that, then it becomes a little bit different with all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But so we'll have to see what happens with that Doctor Who. That'll be interesting. If that does go to Amazon, that'll be just really weird. Just really weird.
Weird.
But see, now we're at the top of the hour. Let's take a little bit of an intermission from a thought from the throne from Rancor Steve. So everybody, enjoy.
I love that.
It's been scientifically proven that if you want to win an election, pick someone who knows their language, like, English or French. None of this bull DEI stuff. It doesn't work out. And also scientifically proven that if a guy still drives a Subaru, he's a lesbian. Yeah.
I love that.
I love that.
I know. I do
And it's
too.
also scientifically proven that hobbits don't know how to poop proper.
Oh my.
Oh,
shots
my.
fired. Shots fired.
Oh, I love Steve. He's
literally down into the toilet.
When is the boxing match happen, Tom?
Yeah, right. And in this corner, weighing 2 pounds.
Hey, I'm still waiting for my
5
Michael
inches.
Moore money. But anyway.
Frank or Steve. There we go, right? So, there you go. Yeah, because, well, coming at the end of the month in a couple of weeks there. Whoa, yeah. We go to the polls and we have our little election going on. And
oh god, I got my thing.
How is that going? How is that going?
Did you get your thing in the? Did you get your thing in the mail? I got it today. So.
I haven't checked yet, but I'm gonna have to.
I got it today.
So,
yep,
yeah. Yes, at least we still use paper ballots and mark them accordingly with pencil. So
I'm scared. Do I want to leave my country afterwards? I don't know.
Well, you can always move here. It's all good. It's all friendly here. So there you go. Yeah. So anyway, on to the next article. So yeah, we went from meh to oh boy, what in the third circle of
that's
hell?
right.
I think I know what this is about. I think me and Jason actually talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get angry again.
Start of the show, we were talking about Fantastic Four, right?
That's right.
That's right. It completely slipped my mind.
Very angry.
Yes, and I also want to say one thing because it came out a lot more news the same day about this.
Yeah,
they are changing Human Torch. They are changing him
Yeah.
to not be a womanizer and stuff like that, and he's going to be in more tact with people and people's feelings.
What could possibly go wrong? Yeah.
Then of course this. Oh, so let's get into it. Let's rip it apart again.
That's right. Let's do it. Let's do this. So, from that Park Place, nice guys over there. Fantastic Four, First Steps makes politically charged MCU changes to characters centered on gender politics and masculinity.
Just because that stupid woman who plays Sue had to come out and talk about a movie, of course.
So I'm getting certain clips ready because I'm ready to dig into this too, like a lot of other people, and you guys know exactly what a clip.
Yeah, it's like months and months ago we were talking about this, and there was rumors back then that it'd be like this would be all centered around Sue Storm.
Yeah, exactly.
Our time finding anybody to cast as Reed Richards, because nobody actually wanted to take the role. No, everybody kept turning the role down because it was going to be a strong woman role and just taking pot shots at Richards. Like nobody wanted it until they found somebody who would actually take on that role.
Oh, they found the mustache wearing little cup.
Yeah,
exactly. And so she just confirmed the rumors for everybody.
And another curious thing I noticed during the first trailer that came out, is Reed Richards and Sue were showing somebody around their house, and he was going like, "Oh, this is where we all come together for a family meal, one big happy family." Like, why do you need to even say you're one big happy family? Is there like something going on? Like, are you close to finalizing the divorce or something?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Bill Barkley, comic footage from the CinemaCon states that there's a huge rock creature in the ocean pulling an oil tanker with chains, but the effects of it are supposed to be great, apparently. Really? That's interesting. You're talking about this in Fantastic Four? So maybe Mole Man's going to make an appearance.
Wait till you get to the part where I can scream really loud because of what this idiot says.
Okay. I will do that. Okay, so the article goes on. So the MCU Fantastic Four will see majorly politically charged changes to Marvel's classic characters created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby
The
in
first family.
1961. That's right. So yeah, I know, because I'm thinking, oh great, this is going to be like Eternals level crap probably now. So the Marvel Cinematic Universe is rolling the dice again with Fantastic Four First Steps, the 37th entry in the franchise, and it might be the most ideologically loaded to date. So director Matt Shakeman and stars Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby,
mustache.
yeah, Mr. Mustachio, Joseph Quinn, and Evan Moss, so are aiming for a retro-futuristic take on Marvel's First Family. But the glossy visuals can't hide a major shift in character dynamics and storytelling focus. Oh boy. See, remember months ago, we were hearing, Sue's going to be the boss,
It's gonna be the Mary Sue, It's gonna be legit Mary Sue.
Exactly. And we were like, with people quitting and whatnot, maybe they changed the script. Maybe they're actually gonna, maybe change it around because, fan people are like, no, don't do this. You're gonna ruin the movie, blah, 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 and maybe we hoped for a little bit of a change. And then we ended up getting Shala Ball as the female Silver Surfer. And we're like,
yeah,
okay,
let's not use the real Silver Surfer. Nah,
no, screw that shit. No, we don't want that. Oh, hey, we're getting Galactus. Galactus looks pretty freaking cool. And then it just kind of like petered out and leveled out everything else that came before. So shame on us for not remembering this crap, except for some of us that actually do remember all this kind of crap that goes on. And yeah, and now it's pretty much going to be confirmed that she's got to be the driving force behind the family, I guess. So, yeah, John, they learn nothing with Snow White.
Get to the point where she says, "I despise it." Oh,
Bacharach related to the legendary Burt Bacharach. Bacharach. Okay, thank you for that enunciation. I appreciate
and
that.
it is sad because this is the first family in Marvel, with Jack Kirby and Stanley. When they created, it's the first of everything, and some of the most legendary characters who started it all. And it's just like, you're gonna really do that? Like destroy the most first family that. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's
yeah.
It's history. It's Marvel history.
Exactly. So yeah, and Vince if they really want to mix things up, hire a boy named Sue. And
right?
How do you do?
Should go full retard and gender swap some women. Make Reed bi or gay with a trans man Sue. Oh my god.
Don't give him ideas.
Yeah, I know. Well, maybe hopefully it's too late for that, but you never know. So
many universes, man.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Right. Thanks to American. Thanks to Puerto Rico Sanchez or whatever her name is. So this film represents significant Fantastic Four MCU changes that will see a wild departure from the classic depictions that have become so well known in the first world of Marvel Comics. While set in the alternate 1960s inspired universe, First Steps isn't just aiming for period flair. It's clearly designed to reframe the Fantastic Four through a very modern lens.
I hate that term.
I hate that.
I know.
Translation, they just can't stick to lore or canon.
Right.
They've got to change things for the modern audience.
Right. Because this is 2025 now. You have to get with the times. So EU's behind-the-scenes coverage reads more like a cultural manifesto than a superhero preview. And I looked at the article, and it's pretty damn long. So let's start with Johnny Storm. And this is what it actually says in the article. Let's start with Johnny Storm. The Human Torch. Actor Joseph Quinn openly questions whether the classic version of the character, the brash woman-chasing hotshot that Chris Evans brought to life in the 2005 film, still belongs on the screen today. Okay, well, let's put it this way. In the classic 1960s Fantastic Four, you know what? He wasn't really a womanizer. He was just young, cocky,
hothead.
Exactly.
He was a hothead. Exactly.
It was only Chris Evans that brought that little bit of an element into the movie. It was never really in the comic. Exactly. It became a thing, right?
But it worked for the character, it worked for the character because of the hotshotness and stuff like that. And if you're going to remove those part of Johnny Storm, it's like, then it's not the same character anymore. Now it's the character with the same powers and the name.
Exactly. And there
they see
Johnny,
a trait.
He's supposed to be a frat boy. That's right.
They see a trait that's problematic, and they've got to correct that problematic trait. They did the same thing with the live-action adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender with Ahsoka.
Yep, they did. They 100% did.
It's like, he was like womanizing or a male chauvinist, and it's like, no, we got to change that.
Yeah, we got to change.
Destroyed some character growth.
Yeah,
where he humbled himself, and I mean, he was wrong, but no, you got to change that to begin with.
No, exactly. Bill says, I hope they change Grimm's voice. I didn't like it in the trailer.
No, they're not going to change that.
No.
Thing. Yeah, no, they're not going to change that. At this point, no. They should, because, he should, have a kind of a tough guy kind of voice, So, somebody from Brooklyn, from something like that, right? So John says also, when Evans was playing Johnny at that time, frat boys had a reputation for being womanizers. Yeah.
Yep. And it worked for the time in the story.
Exactly.
It is.
But it also made Johnny funny and fun.
Exactly.
It's not like he was going to sleep with everything that had a pulse, for God's sake,
No.
But, it was just
But
silly.
now he's not going to get laid at all.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
He's
like James Bond. James Bond had to be changed.
Right? Because he was super problematic.
Yeah. So it goes on to say he was branded as this womanizing devil may care guy. But is that what's sexy these days?
Oh, God.
Is that what's sexy these days? Quinn asked. I don't think so. This version of Johnny will be less callous with other people's feelings. And hopefully there's a self-awareness about what's driving that attention-seeking behavior. Right, because you have to get into the nuts and bolts of Johnny's psyche and find out why.
No, we don't need that. All we need is Johnny Storm, who is a little bit of a hot shot, a little bit of a womanizer. We want that. We just want that. Just give us that.
I want to know why Johnny is hurting inside deeply.
Nope.
Yeah,
no, I don't want to know.
This is a kinder, gentler, more sensitive take on Johnny Storm.
Right.
More relatable.
We don't want that.
John says the original Johnny was devil may care, but not a womanizer. Did he date a lot of different women? Yes, he was young, and that's what young men do. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. It's what young guys do. They want to find that.
He's probably gonna date men now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sexist or anything, but it looks like you're packing there. But hey, I don't want to judge. I want to judge because I'm a 2025 kind of guy. So.
Oh God, I can see him do that now.
And if you identify as a woman, hey, that doesn't make me gay, does it? So, just saying.
Oh God. As long as the ball doesn't touch.
Yeah, exactly right. Not the tip. So it's called playing the field. Exactly. It's like you want to find out if this woman or that woman is going to be the one for you, the one that you're going to marry, the one that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. It's not like you're trying to, and especially in the 60s when things were more how should I put it? More civilized, I suppose you could say, when it came to dating. More more chivalrous, shall we say. It wasn't about, going out and trying to get laid on every street corner that you went to or something like that. No. That's what it did. You try to find that significant other.
But this really sucks too, because again, they have like the perfect actor for this. They have a great goddamn actor, and changing him like that's just like, dude, you are removing like the best parts, of Johnny Storm right now.
I used to chase women all the time. They were delicious. Yummy.
They're taking all the notable characters, they're taking all the traits from them that makes them notable, and then just pushing them down and making everything kind of even keel. Like nobody stands out, everybody's bland, except for the one exceptional, super intelligent female character who is like the smartest cookie in the room, the one that has like the sharpest knife in the drawer. It's like she's like knows what's going on.
Yep. She's the answer to it all.
Riri Williams is smarter than Tony Stark. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, Bill say, pity Krasinski's Richards got offed in Multiverse of Madness and Johnny got offed in Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, I know, right? I would have loved to see Krasinski stay as Reed Richards.
He was a fan cast. Like he was a fan cast also for so many years. And then you finally get him on screen and you just kill him off and we will never see him again. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
We can't say never because there is the multiverse. So.
Well, that's true. Multiverse. Right. Multiverse will save us.
Multiverse. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because what is it? It was supposed to be like something like next month. The Kang Dynasty was supposed to be released. Avengers Kang Dynasty. So
that's
I wonder how that's going. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I wonder how that's going. Yeah.
I know. Right. So, but
doesn't look good.
Wow, they're really keeping that footage secret from everybody. So, man.
Right.
Oh, geez. But Quinn's Johnny is now defined less by fire and flare, but more by introspection and social
boring
collaboration. The old swashbuckling charm has been swapped for sensitivity, and yet of all the and yet another of the notable Fantastic Four MCU changes fans may not have expected or wanted. And then there's Vanessa Kirby's.
Oh God, yeah. When she started talking, oh God, fuck this woman.
Now you're not being very inclusive now, are you?
Nope, don't care.
No,
I don't.
To rant and rave.
I'm a bigot, okay? I'm a proud bigot.
And then there's Vanessa Kirby Sue Storm, portrayed as both pregnant and politically powerful.
Shut the
head,
fuck up.
Yeah, right. That she's gotta have it all. She's gotta have the baby, and also the head of the Future Foundation and the architect of global peace. Yes,
that's what Kirby said. Again,
she can do it all. Kirby describes Sue not as a superhero, but as a oh my God! But as a commentary on modern motherhood, but a commentary on modern motherhood and womanhood, right?
Because that's what we need. That's what we need from this character. No, we want Sue Storm. We want to see the badass Sue Storm from the old school comics. We want to see the cool Sue Storm.
Yeah.
Who's not a doormat and it all.
Okay. Now, I don't mind the motherhood, womanhood thing, but wait till they seriously.
But it's when say modern. You already have it in the word. New school, this age of motherhood and womanhood, and we know how that is in this age.
This is rejecting tradition and embracing modernity.
Exactly. Right? She's not a superhero. No. She's every politically powerful woman out
But
there.
if she's not a superhero, then the other people in the team is no superheroes either then.
Right. Because she's going to show the world that you can have it all. You can have motherhood. You can be politically powerful. You can be the head of the future foundation that makes the world a better place because
that should have been
I am woman. Hear me roar.
It should have been Miss Fantastic, who is the head of the Future Foundation and everything. It should have been him, in my view, in this movie.
Well, yeah, because he's the brains behind it all.
Brains.
Literally. You know,
one of the smartest people ever.
Oh, man.
I wondered if I'm waiting for her quote.
Yeah, okay. John Peterson, however, says, I want to believe that this is only one writer's interpretation of some spurious statements. Let's just hope it's overreaction and less true to the final product.
Oh, no. Wait till if hopefully we hear what she had to say. It just totally irks me.
Yeah.
If
this is a modern woman, she would be divorced with 4 babies and 2 daddies. Yeah, exactly.
We can just say what she said was disrespecting the character herself.
Yeah.
And disregarding the character.
Yeah. So it goes on. One of the things she says, one of the things I love most from Sue's history is when she becomes Malice. Are you kidding me? And all her dark stuff comes out. Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Kirby said, okay, not Jack Kirby, this Kirby, okay, said, proving that whilst she might share a name with FF co-creator Jack Kirby, she doesn't have a healthy respect for his work. Wow.
No surprise.
Yep. There you go, folks. There you go. I was obsessed.
No
with
interest.
that chapter of her life, so I wanted to make sure that there were tones of malice in there with her, that she wasn't just the stereotype of a goody sweet mother.
Yep, she said that. Yep.
Wow. I've always been interested in the mess of femininity and how can you be both? How can you be all the things? Not just the tough and vulnerable, powerful woman, but also a mother who gives birth, which is itself a superhero act. Oh, God.
Yep.
This is Eternals. This is the Eternals movie all over again.
It is.
Oh, my God.
This movie's going to save lives, everybody.
Malice was the direct opposite of Sue Storm. Sue Storm is the heart of the Fantastic Four.
Yes, she's the
Malice.
Heart. She's the mother of the family, you know?
Yes, is the direct opposite. Who hates the Fantastic Four. She practically destroyed the Fantastic Four. You know what?
Evil as fuck. Just evil as fuck. No heart at all.
Because I'm pretty sure Pop Culture Republic, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure John Byron introduced this character.
I think so. Let me look that up real quick, just to be sure.
It's been so long.
If this, if
John
that's
Byrne.
the case, John Byrne, yeah, damn you, John Byrne, for making this character happen. Oh my God, I love John Byrne. I love John Byrne.
1985, Fantastic Four, number 280.
Damn it. Damn it.
Kind of skimpy, revealing superhero costume, as they always are.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, direct opposite of Sue
that's
Storm.
what she is. She is the opposite. So
Yeah. You know what? And I know, John Byrne, I know you're never going to hear this anyway, but I'm going to say it anyway. I know you had absolutely no idea that this would ever take place in the future. And that's okay. That's fine. And I know that, you know, you were writing Fantastic Four at the time and drawing it and all that kind of stuff. And you just wanted to make it fun and enjoyable and, you know, throw the occasional monkey wrench into the whole Fantastic Four dynamic by doing something different and pretty kind of cool and unexpected with Sue Storm as Malice, and I get that, but damn you. Because
exactly.
Now we got an idiot that's playing Sue Storm. And you know what? And she looks good for the role, but now it's like, wow.
He doesn't understand the character.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You just crapped over Jack Kirby's creation, you dumb, stupid.
Just like they did with
flop.
Eternals, Jack Kirby's creation
Yeah.
there too, and see what they did with that.
Yep.
They can't have traditional family roles. They've got to take everything and put it through the lens of modern culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's so sad too, because
I'll
if you
even
go back,
say John Byrne's creation of Malice was somewhat understandable because we're reading a quick synopsis of it. It's like related to the Infinity Stones.
Yep.
And she came in contact with one of them, and it triggered something inside of her. And it's like, oh, here's an evil aspect of her personality that started taking over.
That's right. Yep, where they were in the realm of Master Order and Lord Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And Malice came out again. And because I had that issue. I love those Silver Surfer issues. John Peterson says, you have to remember, these actors all think they are the artists first, and they will always latch on to the most controversial aspects of the character they are asked to play in order to seem edgy, unique. No, and I get that, John. I totally understand that. But damn,
there is no Infinity Saga in this story or anything.
No, it's like, how are they going to, if she does make that sudden heel turn,
how
are they going to explain it?
What was that quote? Jason, you remember, what was the quote she said at the beginning of that other article yesterday? The way she quoted what Sue Storm was like. I forget what she said now. Word for word. It made my blood boil. But she said that Sue Storm was just a motherly, nice, goody woman, and blah blah blah. And she's
that was here. Yeah, it's here.
Yeah.
The stereotype of a goody, sweet mother.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, Sue Storm is a badass. Sue Storm is she's an awesome character. What the hell are you talking about?
The level head in the family who kept them together. She was the heart in certain ways.
Like, basically, tell me you don't know what Fantastic Four Sue Storm is without telling. Oh, wait, of course they don't. They're not reading the comics.
No. This is what I feel like doing to Kirby right now.
Today I want to welcome you all, and I want to talk about violence against children. It is a big no-no.
That's Malice.
Exactly.
That's Malice right there. So, okay. So the implication is clear. The Sue of old isn't acceptable anymore. Today, she must embody everything at once. A maternal figure, a political figure, a complex emotional being, and an empowered icon. This is one of the clearest Fantastic Four political MCU changes, defining the team's new modern audience direction. So, you know what? And I'm just going to say it out there because I said it on Twitter. Clobby was right. Hashtag Clobby was right.
Yeah.
This movie is going to be shit.
It is. And this movie should have, succeeded, done well, and helped to get to the new Avengers movies and everything. But with this, it's dead by arrival.
And let's be honest. When did we hear stuff like this last time? Captain Falcon saying, Captain America doesn't have to be American. That's not important. This is just as bad. Who in the hell's in charge of their PR team? They got to fire.
Remember Eternals when I started talking about that, when they went around for, interviews and they talk about how this movie's going to save life and, for gays and everything and how inclusive it is.
I would be firing their PR team because literally the last two films, you have idiots out there saying crap like this, which is going to basically, you're bombing the film before it gets released.
It's so true. And that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe if you happen to be new here, and spread the channel around. And hopefully this gets people talking and people into the chat, and to make this more, I don't want to say more charged, because I'm upset by this, but you know what? Am I surprised over at the same time? That's that's right. So transform the like and roll out on subscribe and make sure everybody knows about this channel, because we try to have fun here, but this is the kind of stuff that we don't want in movies. And Penny, you're right. This is DOA on arrival. It's totally 100% is. You know?
Okay. Wait. I got it here from last night's article. Let me quote this. This is what she said in the other. Kirby, who plays Sue Storm, also known as an Invisible Woman, told Entertainment Weekly her character's journey was shaped by modernizing Sue's role to reflect today's culture climate. If you played exactly a 60s Sue Storm, everybody would think she was a bit of a doormat. What the hell are you talking about?
Yes, that's what I said.
Screw you, moron.
Never thought of her as a doormat.
No, never. Statement. Excuse my language. That pisses me off. Oh my gosh, that's just moron.
No, she said that too in the interview that you would have been looked at as a doormat and all this kind of stuff.
Doormat.
But she wasn't.
My God, what an idiot.
So now we get to Reed Richards. Okay, so we did Johnny and we did Sue. So Reed Richards, played by Mr. Mustache Man himself, Pedro Pascal, is reimagined not only as the MCU's smartest man. Ooh, they're really going to keep that aspect, huh? But as a utopian. Surprising. I know, right? I would have thought he would have had the IQ of a boiled cabbage or something like that at this point. But as a utopian visionary building a new society alongside Sue, director Shackman describes him as a couple constructing a better world. And he goes on to say, if he is the most scientifically intelligent person, then she is the most emotionally intelligent person on the planet. Oh my God, he says. Between the two of them, they are building the idealistic society. Oh my God's sake.
God.
This is so cringe.
I'm just gonna say it like this. This is so damn gay.
Oh my God.
And we haven't even gotten to Silver Surfette yet.
No, we haven't. Oh my God.
As you know, tomorrow is Peace Day, and nobody is as excited for the big celebration as I am. I am not scientifically possible.
Reed Richards right there.
Yep.
No, it can only be me. So, and my wife Sue, right, honey?
So what is the thing and Johnny Storm then? What are they most intelligent with? What are they like? You know?
Yeah, Vince. Behind the smartest man alive stands a woman pegging him. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
We'll see Pedro this weekend, Last of Us Season 2. You know what, Bill? I didn't even watch Season 1 because I don't care.
I stopped after the third or fourth episode.
Yeah.
Even though I got 3 or 4 episodes into it, and I said, that's enough. I'm not taking this anymore.
And you know what? Even though it was filmed in Calgary, I don't care. I've seen enough of Pedro Pascal, but damn!
He's got the mustache.
Yeah, exactly. It is damn mustache. Frig. Like, oh, man, I'm gonna blah 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 blah.
Sounds like James Gunn yapping.
Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty much it. I'm really hating this. I'm gonna have to calm down here.
Can you dig it?
Thank you, Bruce.
There you go.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, that's not going to do it. Anyway, well, I'm going to try though. So, so you know what? Rightfully so that Galactus destroys the entire Earth and wipes out this whole thing that they built together.
I'm rooting for Galactus.
Yeah. So in this case,
they built everything for nothing.
Yeah. Let's see how emotionally intelligent you are now, Sue.
Yes.
Oh my God, I want to watch the world burn in this case. So
maybe she's gonna be like, oh, Galactus is a misunderstood creature, and
Sue should go talk to him. Let me know, Galactus, why all the binge eating, Galactus?
Where did you get touched?
It's part of your nature. You just can't help yourself. Somebody needs to talk you down.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tell me about your mother. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Oh jeez.
Tell me how this planet hurt you.
Yes, right.
They had daddy issues. I don't know.
Right? Yeah. One thing. At least
oh man.
Well, that's true, Bill. This is true. This is true.
But it is sad it's gonna be a movie like this, and we get to see Galactus in a proper form, and it has to be like a shit story, and
yeah,
like
yeah, right. God Almighty! All it took was just a shit story to friggin' bring a real Galactus out. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, even though this is turning out to be a real crap fest for this movie, at least we can still try to have fun with it as much as humanly possible. So this idealism replaces the fantastical adventures of the original comics with what amounts to ideological world building, or as I like to call it, ideological world crapping. So, even Kirby acknowledges the balancing act of rewriting a 1960s character for a 2020s audience.
So there we go to what she said. There we have the doormat thing.
Here we go. This is what she said. If you played an exact 60s Sue today, everyone would think she's a bit of a doormat, she said. So figuring out, I know. So figuring out how to capture the essence of what she represented to each generation, where the gender politics were different, and embody that today was one of the greatest joys of this.
Yeah, that was the greatest joy of doing the whole movie. Great. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not interested in this movie. I'm not interested anymore.
I'm not interested in it anymore either. I mean, I was.
Can you dig it?
No, it's still not helping.
It's still not helping. But no, again, this is so stupid. And again, nobody will look at her as a doormat. Like, go back, read the comics, and see how badass and how great the character was. Like, she was a good. You can say that she was a strong, independent woman that could inspire people today, to be honest. That's the kind of woman she was in those comics. But according to her, no, she would have been a doormat, and she wanted to bring in malice a lot more and all this. And doing the political stuff in the movie was the best thing of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Because the thing was, in early Fantastic Four... Sorry, Pop. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, how do you say... don't watch this movie without actually putting it in those words?
Right.
Exactly.
I would say something along the lines of, do not watch this hunking, flaming garbage bin of a movie at this point, because damn.
This is Eternals again.
Yeah, this is Eternals again.
Starting to feel like it.
It is. Because here's the thing, right? Because in the 60s, like, when it started out, they were still trying to get used to their powers. This is the brilliance of Jack Kirby. Even in the like they weren't superheroes from the get-go. They were like, for the first, probably, I'm going to say, conservatively speaking, maybe for the first 10 issues, they were still trying to figure things out. If you've actually read Fantastic Four,
yeah, if you've actually read it, seen their origin, who they are, what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, sure, maybe Sue was still trying to figure it out. And you know what? And getting it's not like you're full of confidence from the get-go.
You're not like Ray,
No.
Right.
So she's confusing doormat with, I got powers and I'm still trying to figure them out. And maybe my confidence level isn't where it is because I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. And anybody would. If anybody discovered that if I discovered that I had a superpower to fly, right? Like, I'm going to admit it. First off, you know what? When I was scaffolding, I discovered that, I could only go so high as a scaffolder before I still, I get really woozy, right? When it's like too high for me, right? That I don't want to go any higher. And that could be, for me, like, pretty damn high when I was scaffolding. And if I discovered that I could fly one day, I would only go up so high, but I have to work my way up to go higher. And she's totally confusing this with, like, oh, you're just this weak pathetic woman that even has superpowers, and no, that's not it whatsoever. Anyway, Tom, go ahead.
You're giving her too much credit. I don't think she messed it up. She's just being an idiot. She's a complete moron.
No, but that's what I'm saying, right?
Oh my God! Stop.
Yeah, she's not getting doormat. They were getting used their power.
The robot in there a bit.
I am too. So
yeah,
because I'm getting old.
Just I've never been more frustrated. I had a little slim hope that this could have been fun, because by the first time we seen the trailer, I'm like, okay, the trailer looks cool. You see Galactus, like, okay, maybe. No, they just shot themselves in the foot. Johnny is going to be in the complete cuck jackass. She's a complete moron. Like and then Pedro was Mr. Mustache cuck also. So, and then Thing, well, he's not even the Thing. He's some, I don't even know.
This really tracks really at when you look at Hollywood over the past 20, 30 years, this tracks with the belief that we can't have a positive, traditional family system portrayed in movies or TV shows. No matter what it is, you can't have a strong, confident male role model as a husband, father, head of the family. You can't have a strong, confident woman as the wife.
Yeah.
You can't have good, strong kids who obey their parents. You have to take all that. You have to turn it on its head. I'm thinking of, I'm thinking of Lost in Space, the Netflix reboot of Lost in Space. It's like the husband couldn't do anything right. The father figure was flawed. They were going through a divorce. The woman character was super intelligent, more intelligent than it's just taking everything that was the old version of Lost in Space, rewriting it, putting it on its head, putting it out there as like, hell, here's a strong female character and she's doing everything right. Can't
it's a Mary Sue character.
Mary Sue character. Exactly. We can't have traditional values presented anymore.
No, because it's too conservative in their minds.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So
the Fantastic Four once stood for the discovery, bravery, and family bonds. Yeah, like Pop just said. So now they stand for carefully curated messages about emotional literacy, social progress, and global unity. Wow. And Marvel. Yeah, the message. While Marvel fans might still be drawn in by the retro sci-fi visuals and classic,
not anymore. No, not anymore.
Many will wonder. It's funny how you did that in sequence, or in Many will wonder if the heart of the team has been rewritten beyond recognition.
Yeah,
and now we get to Ben, the silver lining. The thing seems to hold the closest to the spirit, drawing directly from Jack Kirby's Jewish New York roots. Well, yeah, we'll see. Somehow I'm kind of doubting it at this point.
Yeah, doubting that too. I think they're going to do some changes with him too. And again, where is the accent? One of the important things. He looks like the Thing, but he doesn't feel like the Thing.
Well, let's be honest.
Thing either.
No.
They don't like Jews nowadays down there because.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. They'll probably make Ben Grimm Palestinian or something like that.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Yeah, why wouldn't that surprise me then at this point? So, why not? Why not?
Just remove that, because that's dangerous.
Exactly. I come from Gaza.
Problematic.
Exactly, right? So Jack Kirby wrote this character of Ben Grimm, this is true, as a bit of an homage to his father. Totally 100% true. And to the streets that he grew up on, he said. So it does feel like home to me. And the production did a beautiful job recreating that. But
I don't like when I say fully recreating, especially with what we've heard about this movie now.
Exactly.
I don't like that.
But one grounded performance may not be enough to anchor a film that seems determined to be more message than myth.
Yeah.
Right? So you know what? And that just that little statement, that's not enough.
He doesn't have the accent. Like, there's
Exactly.
no Jewish. Like, no,
it doesn't.
So, that being said, it's essentially basically a complete and utter rewrite, essentially, of all these characters.
Garbage.
It's everything.
Or write off.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
I'm
write
writing
off.
it off.
It's everything in the wrong directions. It's
again, Klobby was right.
Yeah.
Klobby was right. Klobby was right. Fantastic Four first steps are first steps going backwards, basically. That's what it is. Backwards.
No,
Fantastic Four backward steps.
Yes, it's so sad to see, especially when we all know, for us comic book geeks and stuff like that, this is the first family that got introduced, like the first comic family and everything, and it's just like you're really destroying one of the most inspirational families in the in the Marvel universe with this MCU project.
Exactly. And you know what? The more and more that comes out about this movie, and you know what, guys, I don't want to be all doom and gloom or anything like that, but you know what? Yeah, like what Pop said before, the Roger Corman Fantastic Four is more than likely 100% the closest that we're ever going to get to an actual Fantastic Four.
Yeah, most comic book accurate.
Yep, most comic book accurate.
Yeah.
But, says Bill, will it make more than Snow White? That's the $1,000 question.
I don't even care.
I don't care. It probably will, just because it's got some money behind it. It's probably going to look like the property, but it won't be the property.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like trying to pass a pear off as an apple.
Yeah, it is 100%.
Believe it or not, there is still some people that love these woke films because they're not making nothing, and the ratings and even the.
Well, yeah, people who have never read a comic book. I mean, not everyone grew up reading comic books. Some people did. A lot of us did. If y'all were growing up during the 70s, 80s, and 90s, chances are you were picked up a comic book or two.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just
like, for instance, The Eternals actually has a 6.2 rating on IMDb. So what does that tell you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the freaky thing right there.
Yeah. Might do okay, but that's just, it's not from the actual comic book fans.
No, and and I know that over a month ago, when Appion was here, and Appion, you know what? Hey, dude, if you're listening, I
stay strong, brother.
I really hope that you're feeling better, and we're still here for you, dude. So when you're ready, you got a spot, man.
Shop your wares, and we miss you. So,
and when we were going through the pictures there, all the pictures of Fantastic Four and all that kind of stuff,
the concept stuff,
the concept art. Yeah, thank you. That's because my brain fart again. All the concept art. You know what? It was looking good. It was looking hopeful. It was looking like, you know what? This might not actually be that bad. And but
then
now
they open their mouths.
Exactly. Now that they've opened their pie holes, especially Vanessa Kirby.
That's why I say they have to shut up and get a better team, promoter team and stuff like that, and just shut up. Just talk about the movie in general, like, we've filmed some cool scenes, we're excited for this, don't talk about anything else,
Like what we talked about on Tuesday, right? With James Gunn telling basically the actors of Superman, Corn Sweat, and all that kind of stuff, just be nice to people.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say anything bad or controversial or anything like that. Just be nice. That's all. That's all you gotta do. It's a simple concept to grasp. I know. But you know what? But this here's what it is now. I honestly think now that, and yes, I know there's issues with Superman and James Gunn and what he's trying to do, and you know what? Fine, and we've talked about that at length, at nauseum, at some point in time, here and there. But you know what? I'm starting to think more and more that Superman is actually going to slay the Fantastic Four at the box office.
At this point, yeah. Because I had my doubts at first as well, but after this article, it's like, it's probably going to be Superman carrying the box office at this point.
Yep, I think so. I honestly think so.
If you take the tact of alienating all the fans or the hardcore fans, they're just going to check out and not show up.
Yep.
And then you're going to be going, well, why didn't people come and watch our movie? They must be narcissists or
exactly.
They're istophobes. They're
women,
male chauvinists. Yeah, they're
everything in the book.
Yeah. Vince Wilback, at least no one is losing money when they let us know how crap the movie is beforehand. Well,
that's right.
That's true. So, Bill Barkley, Thunderbolts is going to slay it. Which, Fantastic Four or Superman? Because
even then,
I think Thunderbolts might be a surprising hit. I'm just looking.
It might be generally good. It's just not all that. It doesn't have the broad appeal that Fantastic Four has.
That's true.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think Thunderbolts will do better, but
probably not by much. But Padawan says if Minecraft be Barbie, then anything's possible.
That's right. Yeah,
that's true.
That's right, man. That's right. Oh my God. Oh, Fantastic Four. Yeah. Thunderbolts is going to slay Fantastic Four.
Why do I pitch Johnny Storm going Slay Queen? Like,
oh God.
Well, the only thing I will give the only positive thing I will give the Minecraft movie is that they added in a character of a guy who died some years ago called Technoblade, who was one of the biggest, I think, YouTubers and streamers and stuff like that when it comes to Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
And he died many years ago, so they added in his character for, and the father wanted this to happen and all that. So that was kind of nice, though, to see. Like, that's something I will praise the movie for and what they did, giving respect to one of the biggest legends in the community of Minecraft. Yeah. So, and they called him Legend and stuff in the movie. I saw the clip, and that's something I will give the praise for the movie. But overall, I don't care about the full movie. But I know
I'm not going to judge it until I see it. I've heard some good things about it. A lot of people I know seen it and they liked it. So I was like,
it's not bad. It's not bad.
It's for a certain group, It is of course for a certain group, and for me, it's that I am gonna watch it because I do have 3 kids, and I know 2 of them really wants to see the Minecraft movie, so I need to go with them and watch it.
I used to like Minecraft. I played it. I used to enjoy it. So it's like.
And Penny says, I took my grandson to see Minecraft on Wednesday. I didn't like it, and it got good. At the very end, my grandson got up and danced. He's 4.
There you go.
That's what I want to say is that this movie is for the younger generation.
It is
target audience.
It's for them, not for us here on the panel, of course.
Don't say that. I'm a kid at heart, so I might.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But the things that kids mostly they don't think like us. We are more on the critical aspect. Like, we see through a lot of stuff. We follow like the news, and we think a little bit different. And kids are kids, and they are just gonna be kids and have fun. So if they like the movie, that's the group they've aimed it for. So that's a great thing.
So there you go, Fantastic Four.
Yep, I was gonna go to the theater. Now I'm totally not. Nope.
Yeah.
No, I had my doubts from the start, but this is nice to know that it's going to be DOA.
Yep. Don't waste
You're saving more money. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it. So
my precious, valuable time.
I will watch it when it comes out on streaming. When it comes out, then I can watch it. But I'm not going to go to the cinema to watch it.
Yeah, I'll save money. I won't have to pay for it. So it's like,
exactly. So, seeing how it's pretty much at the end, it is cartoon time. So, time to have a little bit of love by laugh. And as it approaches closer and closer to One Piece Season 2 coming, Let's have a little bit of
good.
Oh, I know. So let's have a little bit of One Piece fun. So enjoy, everyone.
Oh yeah, words and shit. Luffy slug, day 30. There's no food on this damn boat. I think I may be going crazy. I'm starting to hear voices.
Luffy, where exactly are we?
Holy shit!
Yo! Yayo, dreaming. Don't give it up, Luffy. Dreaming. Don't give it up, Zoro. Dreaming. Don't give it up, Nami. Dreaming. Don't give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Land! Cody, we're saved!
Oh no, that's a marine island!
Who cares, lad?
That particular naval base has captured one of the most terrible pirates known to man!
Johnny Depp is not that bad!
No!
I've faced him before and crossed death reference off the list.
Zorro!
Antonio Banderas!
The boat's on fire.
We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn!
I've killed a man with my own teeth
That's some
before.
bullshit.
Honey, I will kick your ass.
Now this is my kind of place. Ah yes, food. Blech, hell no! Give me back me money! Almost died back there, Cody.
Luffy, we should not be going toward the marine base. We're already in huge trouble.
Nonsense, boy! I have to find out who this Zoro character is!
Luffy, I'm gonna level with you. I think my best bet is actually to become a marine. All I've gotta do is knock on this door and ask for a job.
Screw doors, lad! Follow me!
Luffy, wait!
Oh my god, Cody! You'll never guess what I'm looking at! They're filming The Hangover 2 over here!
Oh yeah? How is it?
It's just like the first one! Wait a second, who's over there? Is that you, Zoro? Zoro! 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 Zoro!
Eat me!
Yeah.
Good God! How did we not notice her before? She snuck up on us like a
ninja?
Cody! Don't you ever say that word again!
What? Why?
Ever!
Zorro, I got you some food!
Zorro, what are you doing? I said no visitors! Cody, where's the top half of that guy's head?
Yeah, you're one to talk. Look how low your ears are!
Touche, Cody, touche!
I will take this.
Dude, those are mine!
Ah, and now I feel like dancing.
I'm beautiful in my way, just I'll make no mistakes. I'm on the right track.
Cody, this doesn't look good! He's styling all over his balls!
Excuse me, I didn't hear you clapping! Wait till I tell my dad on you. By the way, I didn't hear you clapping either. Trust me, your balls are next. Now get rid of that child, it disgusts me!
You got it, boss.
Somebody should definitely do something about that. Cody, you're useless. I gotcha! Gonna feel that one tomorrow.
Oh my god, are you okay? I think there might be some internal damage.
Drama queen.
Mister, you are in a lot of trouble. Come on, boys, there's no reasoning with him. Let's strut away fabulously.
Damn it, that's fabulous. Zoro, me boy.
Who are you?
The name's Monkey D. Luffy, and I'm here to get you out of here.
Dude, that's awesome, but how?
I'll come up with something later. Right now, I have a little girl I want to mess with. Quick, eat this. Then he said it was the best thing he ever tasted.
Really?
No!
I think you guys should know why Zoro's tied up. It all started 1 month ago.
Yeah, I'll bet it did.
Everyone, look at my wolf.
To Grandma's house we go. All this food is fucking delicious.
Stop it, you big mean wolf.
Oh no, that girl has got some moves.
What did you do that for?
That's for wearing a purple suit in public.
Bored now.
That was a total waste of time!
I'd like your finest dish, please, for me and my 2 sailors here.
Live it right! You want another one? Come at me, bro!
Mister, you are in a lot of trouble. Wait till my dad gets here.
Who knows? Maybe I'll switch it up a bit and punch him in the face, too!
Whatever. Red vests were so last season.
Cody, hold me back.
You and Zoro are officially ordered to be executed.
Yeah, we kinda gotta get out of here right now.
This would be a lot easier if I had my swords with me.
Say no more. I got this one! Jelly hole! Wait, no! Probably just should have walked.
Daddy, someone hit me!
Were you wearing the purple suit?
Yeah.
Then you deserved it. This place is built like a librarian's miniskirt. The f*** are you looking at?
Come on, boys, put your back into it. I don't have all day. Little do they know, I do have all day.
Daddy, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be chasing the guy that hit me! Dad, what was that for?
Son, I look like a Bond villain and there's someone running around that talks like Sean Connery. Shit is about to go down!
Get where is the entrance to this confound place? Screw it. Ah, shit!
Sir, I dinged your statue.
Thank you, Lieutenant Obvious.
Sir, it's Captain, sir.
Yes, I am.
Obvious, sir?
Obviously, I'm a captain.
Sir, I'm confused.
Well, then you're definitely not cut out to be captain then, huh? Carry on, Lieutenant.
I'm a corporal.
You would be!
Would be what, sir?
Worth it.
Hey, how's it going? Okay, see you later. Oh dear! That's coming out of me wallet. Hey, sorry about punching you in the face and breaking your daddy's statue. Think we can still be friends?
Sir, there's a guy down there and he's untying Zorro!
Let's just stand around like idiots until someone does something!
Ah, shit, I totally forgot what I was doing here! Don't let him know. Tell me where I can find the bomb! Hold it right there! No, I'll never find that bomb! Drop Morgan's son! Well, this is a fine mess you've gotten yourself into now, Luffy! Come on, man, think!
Listen, I don't know what's going on, but you gotta get out of here!
Agreement. Oh, shit.
Nice one, Brain. I owe ya. Oh, no, you don't. I had nothing to do with this one. That Shine is a liar. This is not my room. Let's see here. Hey! Get out of here! Go on, shoo! He knows what he did. Ah, yes, swords. Nature's knives.
Men, make 'em Swiss! Cheese, men, cheese.
Not hungry, sir.
I'm up to my tits in morons. Open fire!
Oh, no, Cody, what if you're gonna... Hey! Get out of here! Don't worry, Cody. I'm coming for ya! Ah! That stung like a woman with teeth in a beef portal! But I'm okay! Come at me, bro!
I wish I lived in the golden age, giving it up on the Broadway stage.
And there you go, your cartoon for Friday.
It's like, you bring me back to when I was super young, because I used to watch a lot of fucked up shit like that when I was super young. When I was like, 14 and stuff like that, and it was like this was so in and popular.
Best line of the short there. Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
We gotta find Zorro. Antonio Banderas. Oh man.
Oh.
We don't need no water unless the motherfucker burn. Oh man. So yeah, there you go. Your cartoon for Friday. Hopefully it made you laugh, like it did John Peterson there, apparently. So there you go, because he's dismissing himself laughing. So there you go.
You should probably go to the doctor if you're pissing yourself.
Yeah, probably.
So you know.
On the other hand, probably Padawannabe is like gonna watch Gladiator 2 because I don't know, maybe this reminds him of it or something like that, or he's just horrified enough to go watch Gladiator 2. So there you go.
Maybe it's better.
Yeah, maybe. So happy tree friends, anybody?
Yes,
exactly.
I remember that show.
Happy Tree Friends.
Yeah, I love that. When I used to go, when I was super young, went to school, kids' school and stuff like that. We had, Wednesday club and Friday club. Me and my friends always went to the club watching that on the computers. That grown-ups were not happy about it because it's R-rated as fuck. But we are just like, screw you guys. We're going to watch this.
So, guys, that being said, I really do hope if you happen to be watching it on the rewind, especially after that segment, hit the like button. And if you're new here, subscribe and spread the channel around because, at least we try to have some fun here. Unlike some channels that don't like to have fun or like to bitch and complain. So there you go. That being said, Tom, seeing how you were number one this time. Wait a minute. No, I did the wrong thing.
There you go.
Yes. So
whoa.
There you go. Tom.
Hi.
What do you got to pitch, dude?
Aurora's
See?
Anyway,
Fun.
what? No. Let's see. What am I pitching today?
So sassy.
Yeah.
Not much going on. Like I said, I mean, I'm back into Fallout 3. I got 2 videos. It's actually my PC is editing it as we speak. It's processing. That's why I'm using the laptop today for this show. And I'm hoping to get a couple episodes of the Fallout 3 back on that because Days Gone, I'm done until the upgrade, which comes on the 22nd, I think, of this month. The DLC. Then I'll go back to that. Me and Jessica are working on a episode about art with AI art, human art. She has some stuff she likes. I have some stuff I like. Like my inspirations are Dolly and Geiger for my favorite artists. So we're gonna do a little bit of episode on that. Just working on other projects. I got some projects. I got to go away to Fredericton maybe for a few days to help somebody for a project there. So I'm going to earn some money doing that as well. And got a few other things. I'm going to start selling individual prints. Hopefully, get my book published in the next while. And I also still got my other book as well for The Lost Mine. Thank you, Vince, on that one. So that's available. And eventually, I want to talk to you in the next few weeks. I'd like to maybe showcase my friend's book, and maybe we can even have him here. So I lent him.
Yeah, that's right.
I lent him my microphone. He has the snowball mic now, and I'm not lucky. He's got 2 weeks off, and I'm actually looking to maybe get him into working a podcast with me as well. Because he's like us. He's a fellow nerd. He's probably a lot older than most of us. He's like 57 now, and he's still the long-term nerd, the biggest Star Wars fan I ever met. He knows his stuff, and like I said, he's a sci-fi author in his own right as well. So, but yeah, just pumping away and keeping busy. That's about it. And many other shows we have. Again, we were on the Beyond last night. I was still bitching about the same thing today. I don't want to.
I feel bad for you, bro.
And then we also have we'll do Skullcast hopefully tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm sleeping over it last time because I was sick because of my illness.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and that's about it, really. Just here and there and everywhere, and yeah, just a little bit of everything. And hopefully, Appion, you're back up soon, brother. And
yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
Thinking about you, brother.
Yep, same here. We're waiting for you.
Yes, big time.
And Pop Culture Republic.
Aha! Yes,
the man
yes.
from Texas.
Woohoo! Yes, Pop Culture Republic, my channel where I talk about stuff.
Yay!
Yay! All stuff pop culture related, whether movies, TV shows, comic books, K-dramas, anime, a little bit of everything and anything. And I'm currently trying to juggle my schedule more. I'm actually kind of scripting out some ideas I have for topics on future live streams, so that'll be interesting. So yeah, just trying to plan.
You need to watch Baby Assassins, bro.
Baby Assassins.
It's 3 Japanese movies, and they have like a short TV season 1 TV show too, before the 3rd movie. It's one of the best action movies that I've seen. It's about 2 girls who are badass martial artists, and they're also stunt women in real life.
Ah, okay.
One of the actors was actually on John Wick movies as a stunt double.
I just looked it up. That looks unusual. I'll check that out.
Yes, it's fantastic. I love them. You should. I think you would like them.
Yes, I've gotten to a point now. I've pretty much gone through all the K-dramas I can find on Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon. I'm going back and rewatching some of my favorites like Vincenzo and whatnot.
You're girls that are assassins and kick butt.
Yeah. I'm seeing this trailer here. It's like, okay.
It looks good, right?
Yeah, it looks interesting. Yeah,
good fight scenes.
Keeping up with between that and keeping up with Daredevil Born Again and my disappointment in that, and the last season of Bosch Legacy, which has been pretty good so far. Yeah, always looking for new stuff to check out.
Right on. And Jason Fox of 540 Studios.
Well, for me, I want to first say thank you to everybody out there who has supported my albums that I've come out with the long work that I have done. I released a deluxe edition of my soft album, when I sing more clean vocals and stuff like that. And I did release my other project, Psycho, and I'm also going to do an interview about my music at some point with Vinyl Revival and another guy, a friend of ours, Pope Metallicus, who wants to talk about my metal music. So thanks to everybody who has bought and supported that. It means a lot. And I'm also, quote unquote, done with my book-ish, the story that I have created for a while now. It is going through some, small rewrites here and there and some context stuff here and there. I can also send it to you, comic, if you want to read and get your opinion on it.
Yeah, sure, man.
It is called The Forsaken. It's, a cyberpunk noir styled universe with superpowers and interesting. And Pope is awesome. I love the guy. And other than that, you can find me, of course, sometimes here with these fantastic people. You can find me on my channel, 540 Studio, where we also talk about some pop culture and other stuff like that. Sometimes you can find me with Sir Talks a Lot, where we talk about, of course, disgusting food and, the food crimes out there. And sometimes I am with Vinyl Revival on his show, where we talk about, music, we talk about bands and stuff like that. So you can sometimes find me there too. And a lot of other projects in the works. And also, if you want to hire a film and / video editor, I am always up for hire when it comes to that. That it was my profession before I started YouTube, and I still work with film editing to this day. And I'm really fair with the price, and I do my best, and I'm a perfectionist. And other than that, as I always say before I wrap up, just remember, life's too short, make the most of it. And we in this panel, we love you, we appreciate you, and none of us would have been here without all you great people out there. Thank you again for supporting us.
Right on.
By the way, Jason, there's a pill you can take to make that soft album hard.
Really?
Really? Dude, I don't need that, man. Are you crazy? I have a girlfriend.
Let's see.
I will ask her next time when I make an album.
What else are we going to plug here? Oh, yeah, that's right. Ooh, yeah. That, and also in the description, what we got right here is links to Flip City Magazine there. So if you want to go ahead and check out flipcitymag.com, go to the website and peruse and get a free issue for you to look at. And if you like what you see, then go ahead and get yourself a subscription, because you'll get their patent pending 100% authentic tinfoil hat that you can go ahead and wear while you're reading their magazine, which comes out every so often. And if you use the coupon code CRC, then you get 10% off of your subscription for an entire year. So go ahead and check them out. And also, while you're at it, if you want to look for a comic to read, then go ahead over to swordofeden.com, where you can get Al Nickerson's book, Sword of Eden, which has the first 2 books out right now, plus the incentive cover that you can go ahead and get for the Trump 2024 cover during the election season of last year, which is limited. And if you happen to be the first 100 people to go ahead and get an issue, then more than likely you'll get it signed and autographed by Al Nickerson himself, as he is slowly getting the 3rd issue ready as well. So go ahead and check them out today.
You should bring on Flip sometime. It'd be nice to have them back on. They were fun when we had them on, remember?
Yeah, they were. I'm gonna have to talk to Kitty again and see if I can get her back in here.
That
because
was a fun read along we did that time.
Yeah, because I had her on Fridays, and then her schedule got, I think, busy, and it just kind of went somewhere. So also, like I've said before, I'm a graphic designer, so I can do stuff on a budget, whether it is photo restoration or even building a website or doing a little bit of video transfers of old media that you want to probably preserve maybe onto digital, or anything else for that matter, from posters and business cards and brochures and everything graphic design related I can do. and I can do it on a budget for you as well. So if you want to go ahead and check out, there's the website right there. Plus, on top of that, you guys know how to get a hold of me, whether it's on X or on Facebook or Truth Social. You know what? I'm going to have to check again with Truth Social because I don't use them very often, but whatever. And also, there happens to be a Rumble channel in case things go south on this channel on the YouTube.
Always good to have.
There's always a backup. So there you go. So check that out. And what else was there? Yeah. So there's a Give Send Go that's out because of what happened last week.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's been sent over to Alberta Human Rights for medical discrimination. If anybody out there can, maybe give a little bit, it would greatly help. So there's that out there. So anything would be helpful for that. So as for the show, that's pretty much it.
Yay.
For a whole weekend to go out and have fun and do whatever you guys are going to do. So you guys out there in the YouTubes, have fun, spread the channel around. Love you all. And remember,
be excellent to each other. And